How's it going, Guardians? Shifty here, and today I'm back with another Legend Lost Sector guide. The Empty Tank Legend Lost Sector is dropping exotic arms today, so I thought I'd make a guide to help you get your hands on no backup plans or Nothing Manacles. In this one, I'm going to be showing you a full run on aTitan, then just the boss fight on a Warlock and Htuner. The reason I'm doing that is because the Lost Sector is the same up until the boss fight where I use a different super on each class. Now, before I get into it, if you end up enjoying the video, make sure to hit that like button, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. Alright, now I want to dive into what my subclass and exotic are on each class. For my Titan run, I went with Middle Tree Striker and Heart of Inmost Light. Then on my Warlock, I went with Middle Tree Stormcaller and Geomag Stabilizers. And finally on my Hunter, I went with Bottom Tree Arc Strider and Raiden Flux. And then for my weapons, I have the Biting Winds Kinetic Bow for Overload Champions. Here you could really use whatever bow that you wanted to. Then for my energy weapon, I have Ariana's Vow. This has intrinsic anti-barrier rounds and it gets a 50% damage boost in this Legend Lost Sector. If you don't have Ariana's Vow, you could use an anti-barrier auto rifle like Arctic Haze or the new auto rifle from this season. Lastly, for my heavy weapon, I have the Negative Space Solar Sword. Any solar heavy weapon should work here. They will all get that 50% damage boost from Solar Burn. Now I'm going to show you my armor mods, and they were the same across all three classes. I'll just quickly show each piece of armor, and if you need to see anything in more detail, just pause the video. I do have Overload Bow and Disrupting Blade, but you only need one of those for the Lost Sector. Anyway, that is it for my loadout in this one. Now, let's jump into it. So right at the beginning here, there will be an Overload Champion, so sneak around the edge here. I'm going to stun it right away, and then I'm going to go in for the sword. Just like that, the champion is down. Now I'm going to sit back here in the distance to take out some of the enemies here. I'm going to use this as cover to my left, and just bow some of these vandals in the distance. When I've run out of enemies to take out from this spot, I'm going to head over to the right side of the room. And from here, I will clear out the left side of the room. I see some more enemies spawning in the back, so I'm going to go for those right now. Alright, now I should be safe enough to take out this champion. I'm going to pull out Ariana's Vow. And just like that, Ariana's Vow took care of the champion pretty easily. Again, if you don't have Ariana's Vow, you're going to have to use some sort of anti-barrier auto rifle. For that, you could use the Arctic Haze auto rifle from Europa, or you could use the new seasonal auto rifle. I want to finish off the enemies in the back here, and then I'm going to interact with this. From here, there will be an arc shielded captain that spawns. I'm going to try to avoid it. Break its shield with my grenade. Or try to anyway, as it's teleporting around. Make sure I grab any ammo that I can. And now we're going to push forward. Here we're going to have some Thrall to take out. I'll just go ahead and sword them. And there's going to be some War Beasts. Should be one more left. And now we can proceed to the boss room. As you can see, there will be a barrier champion by the boss. We'll want to take that out, but after you take the enemies out in the middle here, head off to the left. Over here, there will be an Overload champion, as well as some other enemies. Just go ahead and take that out real quick. When all of those enemies are down, you're going to want to head off to the right. Over here, there will be some War Beasts and a barrier champion. So I'm going to try to take the war beasts out first. Looks like I'm being attacked by the barrier champion. I'm going to hide right here. There we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and super when the barrier opens. Finish off the champion. And now I'm going to use my sword to take the rest of these enemies out, including the boss right here. And now I can go for the chest. Alright, and that was a platinum completion of the empty tank Legend Lost sector on aTitan. Now I'm going to show you just the boss fight on a hunter and a warlock. Alright, here we are back again at the boss room, but this time I'm on a warlock. So as in my Titan run, there's going to be an overload champion off to the left here. Then we're going to head off to the right to take out a barrier champion and some war beasts. Now that the war beasts are down, I can go for this champion. Look out for the rockets. And as soon as the barrier goes down, I'm going to go ahead and super. I'm going to cancel it right before the barrier champion barriers. And swap to my sword to clear out the enemies. Now as you can see, it's a little bit risky. But now that the boss and the champion are down, I can head for the chest. And there we are, that was the boss fight on a warlock, so all I have left to show you now is the boss fight on a hunter. Alright, so I just took out the overload captain in the boss room, and now I'm going to head off to the right side and take out the barrier champion. But as promised, I'm here at the boss fight on a hunter. Alright, the war beasts are down, so time for the champion. Alright, now that the barrier's down, I'm going to go ahead and super and go for this barrier champion first. And then after the barrier champion is down, I can go for the boss. Just like that, the boss is down, so I can head for the chest. And there we have it, that was the boss fight on a hunter. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, remember to like and subscribe. I just want to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.